Good evening, one and all. It's update day today in Warframe. You know what? Words. Well, let's just start. That went well. Oh well, it's a live stream. Things like that happen. Welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well where you are around the world today. It's update day. We have brand new Weaver update. The update list has got a lot of things going on.
Hello, Mr. Kim. Hello, chat. Happy Spider-Frame Day. Also played with the rebounds today in squad so poggies. Also, I haven't had this mini pathos clam in a while, cat.
Yes, indeed. We have got a whole bunch of Pathos clams available to us with the new update as well, which I am definitely looking forward to on that side of things. But all the same there, Expressive Pumpkin, thank you very much for resubscribing there, up onto 3 months. Much appreciated. And you got that lovely silver badge next to your name. Cheers for that. And I did see in Discord that you posted the screenshots of yourself in a squad with Reb. That is quite fortuitous. I've only ever been in a squad once with the Reb, and that was orchestrated, basically. She was looking for people to join on live stream on, what do they call it? Prime time. And I happened to grab her attention with a DM. So, kudos to you for managing to secure one organically. But yes, indeed, if we have a look over at Duviri, there is this brand new thing. Weaver, Operation 8 Claw, the Triumph of Dust, various grandiose words to basically say it is Araxia time. Cheers, Ladybug. In fact, that particular clip is from the moment just before I joined that squad with Reb, yeah. So, well chosen, very topical there. But yes, so with our Weaver, I do believe it uses all of this stuff here, and oh, would we look at that. I spy a Lavos. I can absolutely grab a Lavos to go along with this here. The other weapons, well, there's Alex in there, so no concern whatsoever. Might are also in there. Magister also in there, actually. That's a triple Incarnate loadout. Well, that's nice and easy, isn't it? So there is that to it as well. Now, I've only gone through a small number of the patch notes because I was spending most of the time over the last few days and since the update came out actually sorting out the most recent video. I didn't want to have that go live after Weaver went live, but that's just how things shook out, so it is what it is. Naturally, it's going to be a hot minute before I get out to the next video on something Weaver because still need to explore what the update has to show. But I can certainly find out what's going on with this. We also have this event stuff here, which is Operation 8 Claw, pointing us towards what's going on with that. And also there is a Fomorian threat I should probably maybe at some point get around to. Curiously enough with that, by the way, I did a mission just testing out one of the weapons to get footage for the video, and I walked away with 300 Omega isotopes. So I can strongly recommend the survival mission on Steel Path over on Pluto if you need Omega isotopes. It is shitting them out over there. That was an obscene number to get. So not going to need those again. To put in perspective just how many 300 is, I think it was like 312. Just a little bit over 300. If I search Omega isotope here, there we are, I got that one built actually. I currently have 639. So I basically doubled my Omega isotopes in one mission, and it was like a 10-minute mission. Bonkers. Thank you for the offer there, Pumpkin, but I'm actually fine. So I should just quickly, for the sake of declaration, point out, well, we're going to look too much into this today, but yeah, I have day one access as a content creator, signed up with it with DE, and so they provide immediate access to various bits and pieces. This includes the Thalis, includes your Araxia bundle, which is Araxia, Sciotid, Spinnerex, Scuttler, all the various bits and pieces going on in there. We've got the 1999 Roundtable Salon Pack, of all things, and I've got the Organ mods, and I've got various scenes. So, no worries whatsoever on that. I appreciate the offer, but D are ahead of you on that one there. They've made this available to me, so I can get straight to testing on those as well. Now, I only get one copy of Araxia, so still need to farm up one for the helmet, of course. Of course. Let's see here, yeah, so I'm just going to go dive into this solo, to be quite honest. I'm going to dive into it. I'm going to do it on normal mode first, so just so I can appreciate the experience. Straight up. And take it from there. let's get going on that. Whatever you have to do, make sure it's solo. I'm not sure it's required, but okay. Alright then, so, obvious frame is obvious. Hello, Lavos. We then have obvious primary, Mitre. Obvious melee, Magister. And obvious secondary, Lex. Triple Incarnate loadout. Like we were saying, step 1 to experience, grind can come in step 2. Exactly, yeah. Experience first. I don't think there's anything I need to care about over there, so we're just going to get straight into the Triumph of Dust. But before I run on in... Hello, you. I don't think I actually listened to your message earlier. Let's have a chat.
What the scholar told us. The fragmented ones tether down the strands of Kra that weave her false to Viri. Get to the heart of her power. Call forth the beast, then kill it.
Okay, the fragmented ones are the ones that actually hold her power in place. Curious. Curious. Yes, if I pop into the inbox real quickly, there was the message from the Thorax, which I've not yet played here.
To the erstwhile traitor and conspirator, known by the alias Drifter.
That'd be me.
Viri is in grave peril. While you were off on your frivolous ventures, the lost island of Scholar's Landing returned, bringing with it that menace of the void of which the Scholar spoke.
Uh-oh.
She-demon has usurped our throne.
That she has.
Be stopped! I await you on board the Zariman for a most urgent conference. His radiant and eternal majesty, Dominus Thrax.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up what we're aware of. That pretty much sums it up. How did Dominus Thrax get an email domain? Well, you know, asked Teshin for help. And how did Teshin get one? Teshin remembered it from before being dead. That's how. Alright, let's see. Knockdown resistance, don't need it. Headshot gain extra damage, could be useful. On kill, refill the ammo, or deal extra damage to enemies affected by cold status. Considering I'm Lavos, I can make that happen pretty easily. Let's do that.
The Triumph of Dust.
Sup? Press Q to summon K. Yep.
There was a beautiful garden where cruel children played. Nobody ever had to grow up. And then, one day, a magical stranger came to teach them a new and fabulous game.
I'll go to there once she's had her moment. Alright. She's mocking the game.
Every
as it
month
were.
I get surprised that I lost money from my bank account, and every time I remember I have a monthly subscription here.
I'm kind of concerned that it surprises you at this point. All the same, Petra, thank you very much for the 15-month resub. Much appreciated. And I hope you're doing well today. Cheers indeed, Petra. Alright, let's see what's going on in here, shall we? Recover the Scholar's artifacts. How hard could it be? That'll be one. Let's see, that'll be two. So far, so good. Are they all going to be down in the cave? I would presume as much. One could be surprised, but I presume. There we go. Wait. Three. There we are. Just happened to spawn inside of a crate. Little unusual, but it's all good. Shots deal extra hit with corrosive. Sacrifice some crit chance to gain crit damage. Well, I've not got a squad to boast.
Thrax. The monster from Albrecht's stories finally came for him.
That's, I mean, that's a very literal interpretation as to what's going on. You are indeed a monster who has come for Thrax, so yeah. Let's head on over to the Undercroft.
Into the Undercroft. Quickly.
We're going. Ooh, it's all really colourful in here. It's not just grimness. I was just gonna add some life to the place.
That game where you see how long you can hold your breath. Let's play it now.
I see. Survival. We can survive. New enemy! And it's dead. Well, that was fun. Turns out, new enemy, same solution. Shoot it until it is dead. Yeah, the colour in the Undercroft I actually like. It changes the vibe just enough that it doesn't feel like the same old, same old. We're not just returning to the exact same. I know we are, functionally, but the optics really matter. Quite unsurprisingly, we like to look at pretty things. Also quite unsurprisingly, these level 44 enemies do not stand a chance against Lex, Prime and Ganon. In fact, I could probably just do this and deal with some of them. Also, that is an interesting weapon projectile. Yeah, when even the one is enough to kill, we're definitely on a easy mode at the moment. But we're just getting the vibe, getting the story. If we semi-random loadouts, manage to stay on levels. Oh yes. When Lavos is available, of course. Lavos is goated. And yes, of course I had to sing Lavos' praises in the most recent video I put out as well, because Lavos genuinely is just a great pick for the Purgator. Just a great pick. Can I have some... There we are. Headshotable enemies. Do you have a headshot? Okay, one of those shots just went straight through it. Can I shoot through the middle of this? Oh no. That hitbox is annoyingly accurate if I could shoot through the middle of it when it opened its mouth.
Do not shove. You'll all be able to see.
Come on. Keep headshots, plus. So, maybe it's the wing? Oh, it's dead. That's not a bad test. I'll test that in the simulacrum later. On the same metric Harrow is too. Harrow good for Purgator, is that? Scan it. You might notice no gear wheel. So if I'm going to get any scans, it's going to have to be some other method. Hey. Scan use your gaze? Yeah. That'll be one of the methods. Another 1 minute 18 of this. You're Atlas and Dante back to back? Well, you're definitely ready for scanning, yeah. Blimey. Did not just miss 2 of those shots, it's fine. Are you going to be waiting eternities for similar or whichever? So it is the... Oh, what's it called? Heliocore you're thinking of. Yeah, Heliocore, Atlas, and Dante can all give you the scans there. Oh, does Heliocore not work? Okay, never mind. So Dante and Atlas can give you the scans then. Yo!
6 months on patch day. Sounds poetic.
Does rather, doesn't it? Thank you very much for the 6 months there, Anubis. Much appreciated. Welcome in once again with that lovely golden badge next to your name. Cheers. Alright, rolling grants ammo efficiency, but I'm using triple incarnate. Double drops from crates and plants. That could come in quite handy at the moment. Extra resources right now sounds like a brilliant idea. Oh, let's deal with that.
The Zariman. How much you learned once
the Daxes were allies. Oh.
Think what
that's
we
new.
Could do here together.
Necrocoils and Entrati Obals. Curious resource to get here.
You're the one with the weapons and the war suits, not me. So you have to make the murmur go away.
Oh, they'll go away. Don't you worry one little bit. Oh, it's done. Normal mode.
Butchering freely like your forebears did, kiddo.
Let's go with
Look
Parkour.
at it. This edifice of guilt. He knew what
You're
he
very welcome
did.
there, Zion. You're very welcome. And welcome on into the Twitch side of things as well.
Those shrines were here before she came, and they will still be here after we cast her back into the void. Cleanse the shrine of her influence.
Alright, let's get rid of her influence. I won't use melee influence to do it. Pick up whatever the hell that is. Essence, it says. The curious looking essence, if I ever saw one. Oh, hello. It's personal space, not a thing in the void. And we also get Stella here. Quite a bundle of resources available. And then we get some Unseeing Heralds, which die very easily, as standard. Also, this has got up to level 48 on the Arctic Eczema, so levels are climbing. Let's see. Melee attack, something, something. On kill, refill ammo.
I can be your father.
Yes, I'll grab that.
Your lover. Your friend. I can give the dead back their voice. All you have to do is ask.
Yeah, no. Pale for simile.
The scholar's pet. I heard these
Oh, hello.
imitating his voice. The spider is her servant now.
Ah, okay, so Nessie has corrupted Arachi directly. Good to know. Alright, let's just go into... Yeah, this is horrible. If I didn't have the, what do you call... enemy highlighting on, I think it might be much, much worse. Ever thought of a run where chat chooses what decrees and frames I use? That sounds honestly a little bit slow. Like waiting for everyone to make a decision. Not to mention often one against me. I'll pass. It's a nice idea, but I'll pass, thanks. Instead, let's deal with Araxia. Frame v frame, let's do it. So she's got that old dash. Zips over to the wall. Good thing she's not invisible for us. Throws out some kind of range attack. Ah yeah, she's setting up webbing everywhere. And I am getting the hint of some kind of attenuation. Okay. Oh. So if the spider gets too close, you get nullified. That's annoying. Nullified and mag procced both. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay. I was trying to be smart about this, but apparently... Let's continue running extermination on the pests. Get out of that webbing field. Which one's the real one? Not that one.
You owe this place nothing. All it did was torment you, just as he tormented me.
Drax tormented the man in the wall. Nicely done. Alright then, round 3, what have you got for me? Whatever that is. It's a dash warning. Some kind of rage mode? Biter does not seem very effective here. Yuck. Switch to Incarnate. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oof. And she's down.
Killing your own kind. Nothing new for you, is it?
Grab our rewards there. 8 temporal dust. Can you wall latch on this like on Lua? No. Alright. Thought it was worth a trek. Okie dokie. Extra magazine capacity. Fairly certain that won't affect the Incarnate mode. We deal heat damage per second to nearby enemies. Resistance to knockdown, but I'm running Lavos. I'll just take the double degree for the generic buffs. Yoink. More temporal dust. More temporal dust, so definitely break these on your way out. That temporal dust is a new resource you need for, well, the new stuff. Also, trap. Thanks for that. Did I see something down there? Maybe not. I think that should have it covered. Are you able to choose your own layouts, or is it regular Duviri? Regular Duviri. Hence why I'm using the mitre. So yeah, if we just have a quick look there, in terms of temporal dust, now up to 92. So yeah, definitely smash the crates on your way out. Let us head back in to the Undercroft. No temporal dust in those ones. Just going to check these all. Is it a generic thing or is it only on the exit? I think it might only be on the exit. Nope, tell a lie. 16 temporal dust. It is everywhere. Okay, that's good. That is good. It is just all of these containers. I'll see in a moment just how much... What's that? What's that? Got it, whatever it is. Along came a spider, Fragma found.
Is this where all your secrets are buried? Well, well, you do have a messy mind. My forces will sort it out.
Slam. I haven't actually looked into the slam changes yet. Let's see. Okay, but then if I do this, let's just mercy kill that. Okay.
Why are you fighting?
We can see the
kiddo?
difference there.
This place was your prison. We can dismantle its pieces together.
Bam. And it hit that one over there. Yeah, just get a bit of height and then slam. As opposed to just kind of that. Yeah. It's pretty obvious how that works then. See how it feels more cramped tile sets? Well, if I just do a jump and slam. Yeah, jump and slam seems good enough. But there's always room to do a double jump. Is normal better than steel path? That is a matter of preference. Steel path gives you more rewards. Normal mode doesn't have the same level requirement. I'm doing this on normal mode for the first run, just so I can definitely appreciate the pacing and any story that's trying to be showcased. Rather than fighting my life when they're talking.
Honorable and an utter waste of energy.
Portal complete. Let's grab another perk. Each shot briefly increases fire rate. Sure, why not? Now let's go summon the beast. Hey.
She is vulnerable. Get to the heart of the corruption.
Alright. Straight into the waiting hands of the man on the wall. I mean, the waypoint's pointing out this way, but... yeah, about that. The fragmented tide. We know how this works.
Too late, kiddo. This is how the story goes now.
Ah. Entirely casting.
My herald looks like you. What?
Alright, well, we know how to deal with this. Dodge the attacks and shoot it dead. I have quite the experience with dealing with this. Duet! Okay. That is a little different. Let me just paint the area. Spin that. Deal the damage. Again, dash through them just to put all the procs down for anything that might want to try and survive. And it's dealt with. Ta-da!
I declare this chapter closed.
Just beat the snot out of war and got myself the Hildren accolade. How goes Duviri? Not infested with spiders or anything, I hope.
Ellie, cheers for the 26-month resub. Duviri is... It's doing fine. It's doing fine. Definitely nothing untoward going on here. 1 Araxia Blueprint, 18 Scuttler Husk, 10 Pathos Clamps, and a Partridge in a Pear Tree. And 19 Dominus Aureus. Yeah, don't worry. We didn't need you guys. You're going to tell me the Araxia Blueprint is a random drop and I just got it first try, aren't you? Ta-da! That was 26 minutes. Did not feel like it. Okay, wow. Bob, you're already in the giveaway. You're all good. Alright, let's have a quick looky look at that blueprint then. Araxia. Yep, just the 3 parts and then the cells. Fair enough, nothing crazy there. I'll have to see about the other bits and pieces as we go through. Next set, we've got access to a variety of bits and pieces. Nothing too concerning all there. Do I think it's hard to get back into the game after a 2-year break? No, not at all. It's still Warframe. Lots changed, lots is added, but it's still Warframe. Absolutely. I mean, the Warframes are nice. Weapons, not quite so. Can I take a look at the Dorm Zone? Is there a new thing there? Alright, I suppose I can pop down to Dorm Zone. Incarna Sybaris is good. Don't know if I've set up the Sybaris of Incarna yet, which, hey, Pathos Clamps. Maybe fix that. Verdi still going around. Hello, you!
This place has mocked me from above, and now through sheer force of will, I have reached it.
Force of will? Or did we invite you up here after you panic emailed us like, hey, a mean woman's here? Mr. Yoda EJ from earlier? Ah yes, that I did. It was during it all, so fair enough. I was request for us to use the in-game music for a bit. That we can do. And thank you for Kelton for the pop.
We are glad you have moved beyond petty grudges.
Return Dominus Aureus, so that is trade in the things we picked up, and exchange Scuttler Husks. So Scuttler Husks can be turned in for the Araxia bits and pieces. Here we can have a proper look at it. So it is 20 for each of the parts, 60 for the main blueprints, that is 120 for the full set, unless you get drops along the way. In terms of materials, to build this requires a bunch of necrocoils, got those, agrostone, got that, morphix, got that, 50 temporal dust. This is going to require, again, temporal dust, eyeballs, Kovnik, neural sensors, there's something I don't have. Tosoma extract and 2 argon crystals. Okay. Honestly, that looks pretty accessible all told. The materials, the temporal dust, I'm already fully good for, which is kind of bonkers. Do I need temporal dust for anything else? So a Psiotic Gauntlet requires it, and you need 2 of those. That's 100 there. Plus to build it, nope. Phallus has no parts, but 100 there, so that's 200 on those weapons. Spinnerex, ooh, 150 on that blade. Only takes 1. And 100 there, damn. So it's 250 for Spinnerex, 100 for Phallus, 100 for Sciotid on the Temporal Dust. So definitely take the time to get hold of that Temporal Dust then. So you also need 150 for Araxia. 300 if you do it twice. So yeah, definitely want to be picking up that. And yeah, that is the new Incarnon. 96 Scuttler Husk to get hold of that one. That is more than Araxia and a piece. Nearly more than 2 pieces. Huh. Definitely bear that in mind. Okay. And as for Dominus Aureus, that is going to be... We can trade it in towards Pathos Clamps, which are limited to 20 purchases of 5, that's 100. Trade it in for the new skin, emblem, sigils, signas once they are unlocked by the community. A older signa, various cosmetic bits and pieces, Basmu and Seti Lessera are back. Ballroom Simulacrum for those of you who still haven't got it. And then anything uncommon, rare, and legendary arcanes from Eidolons. The commons have been taken out this time. For whatever reason. Cool. Okay. I was just going in, but sure, complain more.
Will you stop or breeze on by?
Only 3 arcanes per? 3 arcanes per what?
I suspect you know what meddling beyond the wall.
Because, let's see, 0-3 purchased. Oh. 0-7 purchased. 0-3. 0-3, 0-3. Oh.
I warned you not to leave. Where is your sword arm when you...
Oh yeah, you get 7 lots of arcane victory here. Oh, I see. I see. So you get 3 of these at a time. God, that is... Does it say anywhere on here that this is split into 3s and this into 7s? I don't think it does. But then you go through and then it says, oh, actually it's 3 times. The image isn't stacked. That throws one off. Also, that means that in that one run where I got 19 Aureus, that is enough to fully max out any one of these arcanes right now. Hot damn! It's not enough for the legendaries, but the rares and below, instant max. And when you consider that's Arcane Aegis or Arcane Avenger, just insta max. That's bonkers. This is why they've seriously limited the purchases. This is why. That is insane. Woo! Alright. Usual asking, again, I have a question for you. How big is the difference between a player who has access to Steel Path and a player who doesn't in terms of progression and gameplay? Like, how much easier is it to play? When you say a player who has access to, are you asking more how much harder is Steel Path? Because otherwise I'm not sure I fully understand. And Steel Path is, until you've got the gear for it, a lot harder than normal mode. A lot harder. But yeah, DE presentation here is definitely on the lacking side. That looked really weird and limited for a moment until someone pointed out that. In fact, I probably wouldn't have even noticed that if someone wasn't already pointing it out to me. If I'm quite honest. Because even here, purchase quantity doesn't give me the direct indication that this is a standout 7 times. That's curious. Usually I see how much easier is to farm for new frames, access to new mods, farming locations. Okay, so Steel Path doesn't make most farms any faster, There's only a select number of them which are improved as a result of being on Steel Path, and even that improvement is a trade-off. In some cases, that trade-off is a negative trade-off because the Steel Path mode of the mission just takes longer. So, again, without the gear, it is objectively slower. With the gear, it's faster only in certain circumstances. For example, if you're farming Equinox, it doesn't get any faster. You still only get one part per run. Anyway, don't care about talking back with this. Off we pop. Are we talking about how the arcane shop makes D look way meaner than it actually is? In a sense, yeah. D definitely hiding the benefits of that one. Weird choice. Resource farming gets way faster on Steel Path? It does when you have the gear for it, yes. Okay, so Protea, Citanine, Revenant, Zaku, Mesa. Let's go Mesa. Mixed up a little bit. And then Sybaris, yep, that is definitely not incarnate, is it? Uh-oh. Well, modded. You like the drifter look? That is an operator. And I haven't even decided on melee. Galatine, either Reaper, Paracesis, and I'll just grab that one and not think about it too much. Is that incarnate? Oh, have I actually incarnated this? Huh. Well, that is useful. Yeah, you probably did see Drifter at first because it came in through the Dormer Zone, but then it switched to Operator. It's, go figure. This is nice, but Mesa. Mesa.
The triumph of dust. This is where he ran to first. His old workshop. Too bad I have the keys, kiddo.
This isn't enough. We need to call in more help. From you. Another you.
I didn't switch to Steel Path mode, did I? Oops. My bad.
Perfect timing, I guess. Also unfortunate timing with the update, as I think my next video suggestion will likely go by the wayside. Nonetheless, have fun with the BDSM, Big Dummy Spider Mommy, Kingy Bond Kingy Hide Kingy Sip.
Oh, for goodness sake, Ray, of all people, I thought better of you. Thank you very much for the 39-month resub at tier 3 and no less. Cheers indeed, Ray. Much appreciated. You were cursed with it? You didn't need to bring it here on live. But alright.
It's about time to grow up.
Alright.
Don't you think?
Jump higher, gain damage while airborne. I mean, that just reminds me of some of the fun ways of bouncing around with Mesa, so sure, why not? I could go with any of these other things that might be smarter, like this regenerating energy. Actually, that's a smart idea. Just Mesa being Mesa, that is a smart idea.
She has no right to my people's goods. Return them, so the survivors can benefit.
Hui! Roll out of that. Was that it? Okay, wow, that was a quick one. There we go. Eventually one of the bullets was permitted to hit. Enter the Undercroft.
Souls raised in such different environments. Haven't you figured it out yet? You're fascinating.
Oh, you can finally access arbitrations now, can you, Ray? Nice! There's more of those to find everywhere.
Have you ever played that game where you see how long you can hold your breath? Let's play it now.
Ah, another survival. Okay. Mesa go Bert. They're trying to flank me. Oh! Yeah. Saved it. Too good. So we got 4 minutes of just dunking on these because I forgot to switch it up to Steel Path. Mesa does not like shooting this one. There we go. Got a lucky hit in. D's music team as ever, knowing how to set a vibe. Just gonna roll around for a bit, don't mind me. What I'm most excited for in this update, I was curious to see what they're doing with Juviri. Gained a cute little new story. And more than that, looking into what Raxtia can do for us. Now we can probably get our hands on her. Two and a half minutes left. We're halfway through this stage. We just gotta keep rolling for a bit. Nothing too crazy. Zom. I get you excited, but not the all caps plus. Want to set a good example. I'm glad you like the new cosmetics. Can't say I've really looked into any of them, but glad you like them. One and a half minutes left. Re-up the 3. Just in case. I doubt anything here is really going to threaten me, but, you know, just in case. Well, can she nuclear? Good to know her actually's got some power behind her. I will be looking into that once I farm the I'll farm this a little bit further. I want to get an idea as to the rate at which she can be acquired. After all, what's one of the most, what's the most popular videos on my channel? Without question, what is the most popular video on my channel? It is how long it takes to farm every single Warframe. But that's 2023. It's a couple years out of date, so I'm going to need to know how long the farm is for this one, and share that out as well. A few seconds left. Now, I know that at the moment we have access to the iWeave node with the event. I believe that node stays around post-event, and so you can still access all of the standard rewards, just not the shop rewards.
Find out what
The
I
arcane
was up
rewards,
to
that is.
while you were gone.
Alright, I just want to check something. If it's going to bring it back again, I suppose I might as well. Unless...
Tear
Nope.
away a finger, hack off a hand, an arm, a face. Keep on taking and see what grins back at you.
He doesn't sound too
Remnants of the
happy.
king's power remain, locked away in the royal mazes where she cannot reach. Find them.
Alright, whilst we're here, gonna just slam open some bits, don't mind me. Give resources plus. If only we had access to companions, I would be bringing carrier. Ow, that was not very nice. Then back this way. Nope, did I miss one? I must have. Just where? It's not going to be out of the cave. Where am I looking for this? Oh, I thought I'd already shot that one. Never mind. I thought that was the starting one. I guess maybe it just loops around. Weird. Rolling deals damage to nearby enemies. Eh.
I was
Melee.
dying all
Eh.
alone,
On crit melee. Eh.
dying from the
I'll just take the
poison
doubler.
I sucked down to kill the tech rot in my lungs, until it held out my own severed hand to me and offered me life.
Defense is up. Buffs up. Shots landed. Looks like we can't target these things until they hatch. Oh, there's Mesa. Also, I think it's turned off a setting. Hold on. Wait, that didn't pause, did it? It didn't pause. I'll check it later.
Come on, my beautiful scuttler.
Yeah, looks like they have object health until they pop out.
And I will feed you as your old master never did.
Have I tried the new version of 4? Not yet, no. My focus so far has been on Isle Weaver rather than going backwards. And she's down. At least this boss can't be shot by
Killing
Mesa.
your
Thank goodness
own
for that.
kind. Nothing new for you, is it?
Inflicting cold or toxin also inflicts viral. Cute. Oh, you can see the change in the radius of slams there. If I go like this, look at that! And then if I double jump, oh no, not enough. There we go. Definitely gonna feel that. God, the difference it makes. They really did a number on slams. Make sure I'm scooping all of this up. Because the vacuum range is not that high. There we go. They fixed the screen shake, no recoil, Doug? Okay. On that note, let's have a look at the... There we go. Let's have a look at the settings real quickly, because... let's see... No, it's... Okay, what's it under? Fire manual trigger weapons continuously has turned itself off. So that did feel a bit weird. Look out for that one, y'all. Fire manual weapons continuously turned itself off with this update. Curious. So you have to do the controller one as well? Okay. Fire, fire. That's stupid. How did that one break? What did they change that ended up being broken? What in the spaghetti? Alright. That is definitely a coding moment. It's going to take a while to get used to the new slam radius for breaking containers, not going to lie. I had gotten used to how close I could slam. Ah!
You came here to use
Alchemy.
Albrecht's crucibles. The only thing you'll create is a corpse. Yours.
I feel like the yours wasn't really necessary to say there. Like, I figure it's implied. You're not threatening me with making something else into a corpse. Maybe I'm nitpicking. It just feels like one of the insults where less is more. Don't explain a joke, you know. Chuck. And chuck. Yoink, mine now. Come on, turn around, turn around, turn around. There we go, got it. Yoink. All the electric is done, so just need the cold. Got 2 crucibles to do. Oh, knocked down. Not a fan. Don't know what those ampoules are doing, they're getting a little bit excited. There we go, next, toxin and heat. Fairly certain I understand elements. Like, of the various things in this game there are to not understand, elements pretty understandable. I don't know where that throw went, to be honest with you. The second one was fine, but the first one, I feel like I pointed it in the same direction and it just went up. No explanation. Well, that amphore's gone. Watch that one fall.
The tingle of mounting excitement.
You! God damn it. Caught it in midair.
Mesa go BRRRR.
That she do. That she definitely do. Iron Boots for the win. Thank you very much for resubscribing with your Prime there. Up onto 9 months of support. Really much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Get some more poppage going on. Grab the next of these. Chuck away the ones we don't need. I needed that one. Oops. Come on, come on, come on, come on! One more hit! I should bleed out. Got a little bit more heat to put in. One more should do it. Bam.
You've made a mess of those elements. A shameful mess.
I feel like I did a good job with them, but alright. I don't need to listen to a person who is always lying and insulting. It can say whatever it wishes to say. Do not believe it. Nothing quite like accidentally throwing an amphore when you intend to transform your incarnate weapon, or vice versa. Thinking you have an amphore in hand, and so you go to chuck it and then just completely discharge your incarnate. That one hurts. I don't really care about any of these, I'll just grab the gold. I think we'll be just fine. Where's my exit? Here we are. Okay, so the portal has no collision. You can come at it from the side. Good to know. Let's see how quick this is.
Too late, kiddo. This is how the story goes now.
There we are.
This is your future.
Re-up this. Now, can she hit this? Nope. I can hit Erexia with it, but I can't hit these things. That is frustrating. There we go, send it diving. And I'll turn this into a duet. Clean up everything I can here. Out. Another cleanup. Trying not to get smacked in the process. What's the other gun I have? Oh, okay, I should be using this. This is probably going to be much better. Nope, that one's going for a dive. Shoot something else. There we go, that should do the trick. Ow. That's that one down, I think. Up, both of them together. Fair enough, you can shoot either one, it works.
Oh, she's banished for now, but she'll climb back up the water spout.
Ah,
again.
so it's in barrel blueprint. Nice. And another 18 Dominus Aureus. We got 19 Scuttler Husks. It's all looking good. Now before I depart here, I would like to take the opportunity to go and find a few plants. The Soma extract, which I picked up none of so far. If I have a quick looky-loo at that, only grows in the caves, that's what I thought. Let's see if there are any caves we can inspect for loot. Have a good old wander around this curious island. What's this over here? Ah, this is the exit from the lair, I believe. Yeah, this is the exit from the lair, so this is going to be of no help to me. Nope. Perhaps other caves will have to do then. Let's see. This over here could be interesting. Any plants, please? I know I've already been in this area a bit, but nothing said I was paying attention. No, that's all closed off. That's not going to give us plants. I don't think I'm going to find them in here. To be quite honest, it doesn't feel very friendly to plant life. So let's go for a wander out this side. What plants am I looking for? To Soma. Yeah, so up on the surface here, we're going to see all kinds of things, but definitely not Soma. No, that's Kovnik. And down here, again, not going to be the things we're looking for. Plenty of these Entrati casks around, whatever you want to call them. There's a cave behind the exit cast on the main island. Good to know. Spotting if there's anything else along the way. Doesn't look like it, but there is this one cave here as mentioned. Let's hopefully find some in here. Yes, there we are, that's 6. I forget how much I needed, but that is indeed 6. Can't hoping for more than one plant. Okay. Yeah, I'm on now. There we are, second plant. We're up to 2. Very easy to count so far, which is not the way I like my resources. Yeah, looks like I'm getting 2. Hey! Who's shooting at me? I don't even see who. That's probably all that I'm going to get from that, to be honest. I don't know if there's going to be another cave lying around. I doubt it with this design. So noticing what we've got is basically just 2 main islands with a couple of little floaty bits in between. It is a much smaller map on this mode. Yep, let's go. Now, at my current pace, this isn't a very quick run through. Granted, I took some time there to try and find some resources, but still, nearly half hour for that run? So let's double check how much of the Tasoma am I going to end up needing. And whilst that loads, let me see if they've updated the drop tables. If I search, let it fully load. Yes, it is up to date. Okay. So, Duviri Murmur Invasion rewards, it's got a rotation A and a rotation B, which is actually just table 1, table 2 in this case. So, oh, curious. So, table 2, which is the Scuttler Husks, you can get 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20 Scuttler Husk on normal mode, but it's not equal. 19.5% chance of 16, 17, 19, or 20, 22% chance of 18, which has nil effect on the average, but you are just slightly more likely to get the average than you should otherwise be. Just slightly more. And then on Steel Path, it's the same, but +4. And the first table, Rotation A, which is the item drops, these are all the same on both modes. So that's no faster there. You get a chance, equal chances at 25 Temporal Dust, a terrible drop. 8 Enigma Gyrum, a terrible drop. Araxia Blueprint, Chassis, New Optic Systems Blueprint, the Sciatic Blueprint, Barrel, Gauntlet Blueprint, Spinnerex Blueprint, Blade, Handle, and String Blueprints. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 items. 2 of them are duds, and the other 11 are duds once you've got enough of them. Okay. So if we have another chat with Yao. Nope, that's the event stuff. We want the Scuttler Husks. So looking at this here, Tasoma Extract, I have 25, I need 75. Okay. I don't know yet on any of the mechanical interactions of Araxia. I'm focusing on the farm first here, Stronghammer. As much as I already have access to the frame, I still wish to focus farm first. Everyone, anyone who's not buying the way through it is going to be experiencing that first, so that's what I want to know about. Alright, let's see what we've got next there. Excalibur, Limbo, Nova, Reverend Urali, with Rubico, Vesper, Kodamaya, I guess? Oh dear. Okay. Do the best I can with what I got. Oh, Steel Path 8. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did completely forget again. There we are. And it looks like we've got a prediction up as well. Alright then. Predict what reward I'm going to get from it. It's been set up by Iggy. Iggy, thank you very much for doing that. Y'all got your channel points, you can gamble with them. Also, someone said there was a bit over by... There it is. Got it. Along came a spider. Fragment found. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got then. With full health, regen energy. On headshot, cause it spread. While sliding, deal toxin. And gain a mid-air jump. Let's go for the regen. There's one of weapons as well. Oh, these weapons over here. That would make sense. There it is. Got it. Okay, frame-wise, you know, I'm going to be lazy. Yoink. Let's configure it. We'll go for the really lazy set. Where is a mod missing? Oh well, I'm sure it can't be fine. It can't be a problem. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Weapons, weapons, weapons. Rubico. Kodamaya. And Vespa. Alright, let's do this. Get the new frame if I can. Nope.
The triumph of dust.
Alright. Time to send.
This is where he ran to first. His old workshop.
Is it me, or does
I
the
have the keys.
Duviri color effect ruin the
Creatures that look
enemy
very
highlighting a
much
bit?
like you out there. Find the wholesome one and keep the other at bay.
There we go. Perished eventually. How many of you are headshottable? Because I'm using a sniper rifle. Oh, one moment, gotta reload. Yeah, so we got Spinniest Bastard in the West and a couple crawly boys that don't have headshots. Wait. Galvanized scope triggered. But it didn't trigger that time. That might be the first time I've ever got Galvanized scope to trigger on those crawling hands. God, this is going to be frustrating. It didn't trigger any of the other benefits, only Galvanized scope. Where's your headshot? You've got to have one. I'm going to run out of ammo. Doesn't Vespa highlight weak spots? That it does. Jointed where the head is? Look, I've tested this a million times, Unusual Warfare. I appreciate the suggestion, but the number of times people tell me, oh yeah, it's on the joint, and the number of times I've tested it extensively to no effect. So to have had any kind of trigger, let alone a mixed trigger, was weird there. Hi! Another not headshottable enemy. Why did I pick up the Rubico? I should have seen this coming. If it's Murmur, headshots aren't permitted. This is going to be painful. There we go. More targets? Okay. Where's the Jade? There you are. Where is it? There it is. Got it.
Don't be jealous of Nessie, kiddo. I'll still wear your face.
Let's see. Every 50 armor grants ability strength, knock a lot of armor. Finisher attacks imbue melee weapons, we're not doing finishers.
Siding with the brat.
Reroll
It's
this.
about time to grow up, don't you think?
Let's go with the melee focus on this one.
She's taunting me. Just like Sifil said.
Yoink.
Raising old ghosts out of the earth.
I spotted that.
Go down there and stop them.
Let's deal with the Luminous. One down. Two areas down. Three down. Four areas all clear.
I know you're sore about what happened to you, but look how
Let's
creative
go.
you got.
None of this.
Two identical souls raised in
Sorry,
such
let's do that one.
different environments. Haven't you figured it out yet? You're fascinating.
Not sure what she's meaning by that, but alright. Also, Tasoma. So, I don't admit, asking, are Axiom weapons worth the grind? Don't have enough time these days? So here's the thing, is that if you don't have enough time, then they can't be worth the grind because you don't have enough time.
Underbelly is weak. Exposed
Like, you,
to the underground.
the way you're framing the question already decides that they're not worth enough to you. If you're asking for a full guide so that you can then decide for yourself if it's worth it for the time you can spare, you're going to have to wait for me to actually have the time to make that guide, sorry.
Have you ever played
Or, you know,
that game
if
where
you're
you
that
see
busy,
how
I presume with a
long
job or
your
something,
breath?
you can probably just
Let's
buy the
play
frame with that.
now.
Oops, need to actually activate my defenses or I perish. So we rolled survival yet again down here. A little unfortunate, not gonna lie. Where am I looking at there? Not sure quite what I'm looking at there. No symbol showing on that one. Most of everything can easily show it. There is a bug, Tales of Scrub, where you can just start appearing to gain levels in Duviri with a frame, even if you've already leveled it. It's entirely cosmetic, it's not actually giving you levels, because you've already leveled it. Yep, nothing showing up on that. No matter how much they shuffle, there is nothing shuffling in favour of there being a headshot. Also, I should probably start killing again because this is survival. Come on. Give me that life support. Yes, to make X not reload, you'll need to go into the settings and turn off reload with context action input. So if you just open up the settings and search reload, you'll find the way to fix your reloads.
Get been so long already, damn.
It has been. Some Olsen, thank you very much for the 8-month resub. Much appreciated there. Hope you're doing well. Once you've fixed your reload thing. Hey, some Olsen, just putting it out there. If every time you have an easy question you feel like resubscribing immediately after, I'm all for it. You know, you are always welcome to do that. It would be a very rich content creator if everyone subscribed the moment they asked a simple question like that. I've rolled such a bad selection of weapons right now. Rubico's not terrible, but there's... Oh, good. Okay. Apparently I would have just died there. I didn't hear my Mesmer skin run out. It's a little concerning. Yeah, Rubico is good against some enemies and terrible against others. Because headshots do not go burr for a lot of ones.
I am playing the long game.
God damn it. Ugh. How's the other mob? When I can figure out where its headshot is, all my headshot focused weaponry will feel better. I think it is there. I think you have to shoot it in the upper lip, but I'm not certain.
Don't think for a second that you are winning.
No, I don't feel like I'm winning with this loadout. I do not feel like it.
Only a few pages left, kiddo. And the book always has...
How much extra time do you get when opening a life support capsule? The towers, I believe they're usually 30%, although I don't know if that's changed here. I know that the little pickups are changed from 5 to I think 3% in Deviri.
A face. Keep on taking and see what grins back.
Alright, can't headshot that, so I'm not going to waste my sniper ammo on it. There we go. Can I not test headshot in the simulacrum? I can. I'm just not doing that right now. Oh, that was nothing.
What she's driven me to. Assembling weapons. Oh, and me, a loving mother. Can you get it done?
Nice you could just shoot these with regular weaponry. At least this is a good reason to have a sniper rifle. Mad that an atomizer has no headshot multiplier. It has no headshot, let alone multiplier. So all the things that trigger on a headshot can't trigger on it. Also, Ryan, cheers.
I was dying
And we have an upward
all
request.
along. Did you know
There we are.
that? Dying from the poison I sucked down to kill the tech rot in my lungs. Until it held out my own severed hand to me and offered me life.
Alright, let's see. Sure. Now for Raxia.
The spider's helping her. Is keeping this
Yeah, anatomizers are a very curious design, and by curious I mean absolutely bonkersly stupid design, given the focus on headshots for so much of Warframe at this point. But it's what he went with. Yeah, maybe that energy orb shouldn't be there, but okay. Melee for the win! Let's just swing and see if it works. Hi King04, thank you very much for joining. Is that 0404 actually, sorry? Welcome on in all the same. Thank you very much for joining the channel there with your lovely blue sub badge at tier 1. Enjoy your luck of that. Extra emotes. Emotes you can use over on Discord, including in the Supporter Tea Lounge. All that good stuff. What I really need is a rolled up newspaper. This'll work. There we are. Yep. I just got nullified, that is bad. I didn't notice that one running towards me. Ow. Why can't I snipe it? Why is this bug so unsnipeable? At least the melee works. It's just melee is not very good against walking disruption fields.
The guardian of Scholar's Landing.
Yep.
That's why he's trembling, isn't
Well,
it?
I got affected again. Kindly don't, please. No. There we are, it's gone. We just run away for a bit. It's fine. Huzzah!
Killing your own kind. Nothing new for you, is it?
Let's see then. Yeah, we'll grab that. Let's grab loot on the way through. No way she does that fast on steel path? I guess. The nullifying spiderling was the most dangerous thing there. Otherwise, just Revenant to melee go burr, I guess. Operation is a clan one? Yes. Clan and full community thing. Alright then. Up, up, up. Thank you. Apparently Titania is really good versus Orexia. Not surprised. Titania is just good. Mesa works well against Orexia. Does not work well against the Murmur boss, though.
Albrecht's crucibles.
Alright, a little bit of alchemy again. Let's do it.
Do not think for a second that I will let you desecrate my kingdom with your element mixing.
Wow, she's against mixed elements. Oh my god. Different elements are allowed to mix, Nessie, alright? It's not 1998 anymore. Is she elementalist? I think she is. Very cold, very toxic personality right there. Sounds like she's getting a bit heated, no less. Something electric. Let's chuck this all in. There we are. Cold is 85%, electric is at 0. I am doing a very balanced job here. Just eating my way around the plate, one flavor at a time, it seems. Nuclear. Oh dear. Yeah, Nessie's little remark there is definitely open for a lot of questionable memes, and I recommend if anyone's a Redditor here, go ahead and claim them before someone else does. Go for it.
Really starting to bother me.
Let's grab some of the toxin and cold now. Oh yeah, viral? Viral's great. And then you get the bosses that go, oh, that would make it easier to kill us. We get that its entire purpose, but we don't like that, so it's just going to be immune. Okay, that's, okay. Having too much fun, were we? Alright. Thanks for fixing that. I'm logged in for a few months, came to update so you can farm Arcane Energize. Yup. But you can only farm up 21 pieces. So it's one full Energize for yourself. And it looks rather accessible. Like, in the very first run, I could have maxed out Arcane Avenger or Arcane Aegis one run with resources to spare. So you shouldn't have to over-farm to get it, honestly. I think you'll do just fine. Let's grab you. And you. This one. Got the heat one, chuck it away. Got the cold one, chuck it in. Something that a lot of pubbers have no idea how to do. They only know how to throw, not to chuck. One more cold might do it. Like, oh dear. That ran out at some point. There it is.
You've made a mess of those elements. A shameful mess.
Yeah, my chemistry teacher said much the same. He was a bit of a mean man at times. You can chuck these things? Yeah, they're not just decorations. Weird as it might seem in this game, we do actually have interactions. It's not all just shoot and loot. Alright. I think it's time for the Beastie Boys. That's what they're called, right? Up, straight in. Feel like the amount of element fills creature was random? It is somewhat random, yes. There is a minimum and a maximum. Do you love their randomness? If they could put random into something, they will. The only reason we don't have random language is because a lot of people, myself included, speak one. And that would be a problem. They're like, diversify your languages. You're not supposed to just main one language. But like, but my comfort language is the one my mum gave me. Seriously though, DE are obsessed with randomizing values. Is there a big difference between farm this mode on normal and Steel Path? Yes. Because if you're on Steel Path, they are Steel Path tier difficulty, so you're going to want to be able to handle that. Absolutely.
How will I reassemble your pieces?
Alright, let's see how melee Revenant does against this boss. I am just going to sit here swinging. You don't want to imagine playing Warframe in Dutch? I don't know much about Dutch. I've only come across a few jokes from Dutch and Swedish people here or there about Dutch. I imagine it would be equal times funny and frustrating. And just continue swinging. Go with this one. This one's not up off the ground. Tank is holding up quite nicely, probably because I'm Revenant. The red crits are still going burr. I'd use my other abilities, but they literally have no point here. Yeah, let's take a quick opportunity to restack this so it doesn't run out at an opportune time. I'd go for a heavy attack now, but I know that damage attenuation would just eat it. In fact, I'm going to test that. Yep, the damage attenuation completely ate that. And it feels like my damage didn't go any lower despite my combo running down from 12 to 0. Attenuation.
Untold story she goes.
Spinner Blueprint, 20 Scuttler Husk, so I got, was that? I think that's minimum there, wasn't it? Hold on, let me have a look. Yep, that's the minimum on Steel Path. Oh well. Just gonna go for a little bit of a spin to finish this one off. And we're good. There we are then. The 23 Dominus Aureus there on Steel Path. It took same time as normal mode. Same rough time as normal mode there. So that's good. That is indeed good. If you got the gear for it, some kind of cheesy little setup, just go rolling through it. 76 Temporal Dust? Yeah, that was on the lower end for me. That was on the lower end. Eleanor, are you struggling to get Temporal Dust, or are you asking what it is?
This hovering fortress, do not forget.
Alright, let's see how we're doing on the Aureus. So we've got 60 of it now. These are 22 per pack. So to max this out, 7 lots of that is 154 needed. So it would take a bit of running to get this. We're looking at about... Yeah, you're looking at probably about 2.5 to 3 hours.
About the executions. And yet here you are.
No.
None the worse for them.
No, probably more 3 to 4 hours now I think about it. Because I got this in, what, 1.5 hours of runs? Yeah, about 1.5 hours of runs for the 60. So yeah, it's going to be the 3 to 4 hours. More towards 3 if you're not dicking around as much as I am sometimes. You bought Simulacrum, didn't get much of that. I think you might be thinking of the wrong thing, because Simulacrum... hold on. Yeah, Simulacrum, you're going here. So that's Dominus Aureus, which I didn't get 76. I got, was it like 25 or so? Somewhere in that ballpark on that last run. So yeah. Does the decree that makes us get 2 times resources work on Temporal Dust? It should. I don't see a reason it wouldn't. It is a resource. It comes from a crate. You confuse the items? Yeah, they added in so many new randomly named things. So Dominus Aureus is what's used in the event shop, and that comes from completing the event cycle. There is then Scuttler Husks. These come from defeating Oraxia, and they're used in the permanent shop. And then there is also the new resource, Temporal Dust, which is used to construct stuff.
This is what there is. Theory raised you.
So yeah, it's something to keep track of, definitely. A bunch of new names that don't really have much of a meaning. They are resources that just kind of are there. 2 of them technically currencies, but it's fine. Alright then, so Valkyr, Kalervo, Trinity, Titania Harrow, with Daikyu Prime available. I could go with that, absolutely. We've got Furious in there, and then the melees are kind of sucky. Looking at this, it's kind of a shame that the melees are on the worst side of things, because we've got Kalervo and we could try out the new augment, but I don't want to try that out with crappy melees, I'll be quite honest. Just not really vibing with that idea. So instead, for the meantime, let's go with Titania and cheese it. Her shop's also at the normal Deviri shop with Aquaface, is that? Cool. Alright, let's roll our way in here. Why going through that door forces us to go through the walk, I don't know, but it's fine. Aegir sets up another round of predictions. Thank you very much, Aegir. Let's see. More efficiency on Titania? Why not? Yoink. Yoink. And I'll let the rest of it be picked randomly. I cannot be bothered to think. I don't think any of it actually really matters this. I suppose Furious. There we are. Alright. That's enough thinking. In I go.
The triumph of dust.
Wah! See, Titania can fly.
There was a beautiful garden where cruel children played. Nobody ever had to grow up. And then, one day, a magical stranger came to teach them a new and fabulous game.
A new game?
And they will still be here after we cast them back into the void.
Yoink.
The shrine of her influence.
Want it? Can I pick up that? No, I do need to use Operator for it. That's all 3. Yep, Titania go burr. Do I know if Valkyrie is still side attack spam, or can you reasonably play with other combos now? Now you can use other combos, yeah. I can see that from experience, because I got to try it out before it was released. Not so much just try it out, but give feedback on it. Do you want a playtest from creators?
It's about time to
Do that one.
grow
Why not?
up, don't you think?
Growing up? Oh, sorry, what's that? There's 3 lore fragments in the waiting area? Oh damn, yeah, that is going to be a pain for solos, isn't it?
This isn't your undercroft anymore, kiddo. These creatures are no scourger, but they'll crush you still.
I feel like a lot of these beat down the Skuldra pretty handily. Partly by just not having headshots on some of them. That is just cheating. How dare. I did put, what's it? Arcane Pistolier on this, right? So far doesn't feel like it. No one better know the weapon parts? Guess not.
Sure, kiddo. Fight back. We can do this. Spiral after spiral after spiral.
Oh, I'm gonna keep fighting back. Couple more enemies. Well, 15 more. Won't take too long. Oop, get over that. And that's this area done.
Honorable and an utter waste of energy.
Well, I think my energy's doing just fine. I've got 600 left.
Only a few pages left, kiddo.
Let's see. Gain decree rerolls? No, thank you.
Always has a monster at the end.
Take more damage for more rare decrees. No, thank you. Reloading? No, thank you. Heavy attacks? No, thank you. Reroll. Rolling. Casting abilities boost movement speed by 50% for 5 seconds. Do not solid. Titania.
They're nothing but horrid old stone. I'm not afraid of them. Smash them to bits.
Speed. Look at the minimap. I am Speed. Anyway, let's get on with the mission. Banish the murmur. Got it. Where are they? Over here, I think. I've accidentally spread them out. Oh, well, there we are. Sure, regen energy, but it won't work. Because, you know, I've got a drain ability active.
This is where he
Reconnect the towers?
stowed
Yep.
it away.
Flap.
The secret of my lost flesh. Not lost. Stolen.
We need every strip
There we go.
of armament we can find. Get this working, whatever it is.
Get this working, whatever it is. Alright. Best line.
Your lover.
Uh,
I can
reduce damage by degrees.
dead
Sure, why not?
back their voice. All you have to do is ask.
So it's Oraxia time now, right?
Spider's helping her. Is keeping this false Juviri tethered to my kingdom.
Well, let's get that untethered. Hi. Is that actually affecting her? No. No, she's still doing stuff. Right, I'm now going to hang over all of these spiders. Ah! Ha ha! That didn't work out for very long. Let's try that again. Thank you. I stay above these threats. Welcome back, Araxia. Have some bullets. What's your favourite? Well, there she is. Thank you for returning to the battlefield. Had me a bit concerned for a moment there.
Little Thrax remembers Araxia.
I didn't think about the spiders.
That's why he's trembling, isn't it?
Need energy. Oh, bollocks. Well, I'm dead. Yeah, so flying around Titania when she goes into the mode in Vuln. Bad idea, just sit still. If you don't want to instantly die, sit still. Has she done it again? Is my perception stat not high enough here? I can't see her. There she is. Nope. Up there she went again. Alright, it's hi! Alright, we're back to fighting again, are we? There we go.
Bad luck to kill a spider, kiddo. Especially when I can just...
So usually it's Titania going out of bounds, but hey, I appreciate the mix-up, you know. Didn't see that twist coming. Let's just tear through all of the crates, grab all the materials. Definitely don't sleep on these crates on the way out. Huge supply of materials. Especially if you've not done a lot of the labs, because then you're also getting the ovals and necrocoils, which was something that Dan had to farm. There we are. Huh. There's actually containers up here. How many people did they expect to be coming up here and looking for lootables, I guess? Are there secrets? Good things? Or just basic containers? Okay. Just the basics. Oh, don't switch me out of that mode. Oh, void flood. Okay. Yoink. Grabby, grabby, grab. A lot faster doing this solo than it is in a group because you pick up more per Vitaplast orb, I guess. Shoot me. Just because you got a gun does not give you permission to shoot me.
Trying to hold back the infinite.
I mean, yeah. Infinite is a lot. I already, you know, have to put in a bit of effort to sustain on this mortal coil. I'd rather not have to deal with infinite. Infinite sounds like more problems than I can handle. I like my problems countable. There may be many of them, but I can still count them. There we go. Turn in these.
Kiddo, you are trying so hard.
Feels like I'm succeeding then, because pretty much everyone who complains about tryhards in a video game is just acknowledging someone who's better than them. So yeah, we win. We are officially better than Man on the Wall.
I do enjoy watching you dance so frantically.
I feel like that line was specifically made for Titania, but you know what? Honestly, yeah, valid. I have been doing that. The enemies haven't got a clue this round, have they? They're too busy being distracted by the razor flies.
Again and again and again.
Sounds fun. Let's leave. Hi, yeah, please go. Not invited. Let's see then. Inflicting says effect restores health? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean... No. Ah, nearly got the aim right. Took a menu 2? That will have to happen after the fight now.
Too late, kiddo. This is how the
That is a lot of not headshottable things. I would know if I was able to headshot them because the bow would be reacting to it and giving me a bajillion bonuses. I am in fact seeing none of that. I mean, if it's a bad joke, don't say it. You don't have to say a joke. Here we go.
It's your future.
I'm wondering what she really means by that. Like, what about this looks like a future to anyone? Well, let's try and dodge that. If you're not sure if it's a bad joke, it might be a bad joke. Again, you don't have to throw jokes into Twitch chat, you know? There is a reason we have a rule against bad jokes on the channel here, and it's because of trying to discourage those who are just looking for their 15 seconds of fame. There are other ways of doing that. More productive or supportive means. Dodge out of the way. One hell of a long distance dodge, I know, but it's still dodging. I really should have put Arcane Pistolier on this. Mind you, the damage attenuation would screw me over anyway. Just flying over that feels wrong. I'm just too high for them to hit with most of their stuff. Genuinely. It doesn't even leap far enough out the ground to hit me if it wanted to that way. Yep, I'm over the top of that.
I believe this void flotsam is a
No, I'm good, thanks, actually. I'm just dealing with the attenuation and recharge time.
I declare this chapter closed.
Huzzah! As a Celtic Gauntlet blueprint. Huzzah! Also 24 Husk maximum roll. Nice! Where am I from? Just accent Australia or UK? UK. Is there a secret version of this boss, or is it Vor? I believe Vor got the extra form, not this one. At least I've not heard of a special form for this one. So now not a single person bet on that option, then no one gets their channel points. They all just evaporate into the ether. Well, that's, what's that, 17,000 channel points deleted? Oof. Maximum move. And this is why, if you haven't got an idea as to which to vote for, always vote for the one that no one's voted for. There's a chance you just scoop up every single point. Star chart fonts are different. If I recall correctly, the star chart has changed a little bit more than just font. Although, is the star chart font different? Can't say. But if we go Venus, we got this short route here, and then you head on over to Mercury. And Mercury, you do whatever you do over here, and then you're off to go unlocking Mars. If I right click as well, I can see the junction info. So it just shows you that now. Rather than having junction and pathway as two separate things, it is just a single item. You can enter the junction there once these are all ticked off, so that's nice. And then you go through this way. And you've got your route over to Ceres over here. Yep, we know about that change, blah, 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 blah. But if I head on over to Pluto, to Eris, to Sedna. Now that's a little bit different, isn't it? In order to get to Sedna now, you have to go through Eris. And not much of Eris, it's Vegla, Isos, and Oistris. And then, what is the actual completion here? You need to complete Rising Tide. You need to have completed the Railjack mission Sova Strait. You need to defeat 5 Vonvalis on the plains of Eidolon. And defeat the Amulet at Hades on Pluto. This gives you a Fang blueprint and access to Sedna. That's pretty nifty. They have included Eris in the cycle now. It's not for very long, and most of the in fact, all of the challenges are nothing to do with Eris. Mind you, this one is a lure mission. This one is equip a focus lens. That's just not relevant to anything here. Find a locked Oracle Vault on Deimos, and complete quest War Within. So that also has nothing to do with Pluto. You know, that's an interesting choice, not gonna lie. For example, this is here, not on Deimos. But also then, the thing that is to do with Pluto, that is on the Sedna Junction, that is, defeat the Ambulance, is now over on the Eris to Sedna Junction. That's a choice. That is certainly one of the choices of all time. I can understand this one being here because you need to have access to the ability to actually do it. But still, that is a key, yes. Hang on. Yeah, War Within. When do you get access to War Within again? Is that over here? Hang on. The War Within. Requirement: completed the second dream, and completion of said the junction was what it was previously. I was remembering correctly, you needed to get to Sedna to get War Within. So where is it? Because I'm not seeing it so far on the junction information. Which is where I would expect it to be. Oh, and I'm going to right click, but I'm just slightly missing. Oh, God. Okay, so there is a gap in the click. And so when I click there, it actually pulls me out. It's a small thing, but that hitbox is a little bit too perfect, causing there to be a gap right there, when this is a whole entity, really. Yeah, that hitbox just a little bit too perfect. Anyway, so Neptune to Pluto, people are claiming is at... How should I say Pluto? Okay. Yeah, you complete quest second dream, you get Endo. Okay, that's It's certainly a thing. Not fully sure how I feel about that, but it's certainly a thing. Still, the junctions themselves give you the process to go through. I do like those. It is a step-by-step thing rather than an all-in-one when you finish the junction itself. I do like that. Ellie saying part of that alongside Dragoon and 80k. Yeah, so it's definitely not communicated. It says 80,000 credits, Dragoon blueprint, access to Pluto, and that's it. That's the end of it. Any plans to look at new elements today? Not today, no. Not on this particular stream, just because there's so much else to look at. Let's see. So the process is now, what is it for new players? New players have complete Force Prize, you get this. Equip the mod, you get that. Upgrade that mod, you get this. Start building that, you get this. And then it allows you to go on through, you get a Furious, access to Venus. Cool. Venus, you then have complete Voxelaras, which you'll be doing here to get through to Foster anyway. Most certainly, so that's fine. Purchase Rhino Blueprint from the market for credits. Good. Defeat Jackal at Fossa Venus. Cool. Start building a Rhino component in the Foundry. I like that. I like that. I personally would have gone with the whole 2 Rhino components, just to get the whole, there are different things. This is what I put in the original video reviewing it, but they've made it at least somewhat very streamlined there. So that's cool. Then a new player would have the Mars Junction. Complete once awake, not a problem. Visit the side quest section in the Codex New Orbiter. Teaches them that it's there. Cool. Complete a mission with the bolt or primary weapon equipped is just kind of a thing. And purchase a Mark 1 weapon from the market. I still don't like the Mark 1 weapon situation. This still feels just so weird to me. I get that the original Switch was, oh, we don't want players who are brand new going through and leveling up something only to be told, oh, you need to switch over to basically the same weapon but not tutorial. If I understand, that was the original reason given to switch from Mark 1 weapons being tutorial to not Mark 1 weapons. But this is just doubling down on, hey, new players, isn't it weird how you now are being told to go and get a weapon which is a downgrade from the weapon you got in the tutorial? I don't understand why this is a thing. I really genuinely do not understand why this is a thing. If someone could explain it to me and satisfy my curiosity on that, I'm all for it, to quell my skepticism as to why it's there, but I just don't get it. Is Mark 1 not better? No. No, 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 no. Let's see, if I got a couple I can compare here. So this will show the base stats, we don't need to worry about the incarnate effect. So, weirdly, the crit multipliers goes up, but everything else is down for the Mark 1. What other Mark 1s have I got? That's Mark 1 Furious. Again, it's going to have the incarnate adapter on it. No, I've got an unadapted one. So here, Mark 1 Furious to Furious. Literally every stat is better. Any stat that can change has changed for the better. So yeah, did they go with Mark 1 because you can't buy it for plat? I guess, but the whole point I'm making here is that of all the things to direct someone to purchase, they're saying, please go ahead and purchase an objective downgrade. Why? So as it's saying, so they can gain MRXP and know about those weapons. MRXP you can get from any weapon. Every single weapon gives MR, so that's irrelevant. Know about those weapons. Why do we want players to know about a downgraded weapon that was originally a tutorial item but got moved over to being not tutorial for reasons? Granted, Furious is Mark 1, so that one is slightly different. In fact, Mark 1 Furious being available first was kind of the point there, because the other one had a mastery lock. And again, it's with the Paris. Curiously, normal Paris has a lower status chance, according to this. Not sure what's going on with that, but otherwise, the damage is just so much higher. Just for MR Farm? Yeah, MR Farm, again, it's a pointless case. I don't know if you're quite picking up what I'm putting down here, but that MR could just be put elsewhere. It could be put into the junctions, it could be put into mission nodes, it could be put into quests. But instead, they intentionally switched from players start with Mark 1 weapons to players start with not Mark 1, and then intentionally made them still available, and something you have to level up, and then made it now part of the junction to really make sure that new players are aware as to this weird inconsistency. Ah yes, secret menu 2. Sorry about that. There we go. Oh god, that's a horrible one. Well, it's there now. It just seems like the most weird thing to leave in. What they could do, this is how I would change Mark 1 weapons. I get that for some reason some people still want their Mark 1 weapons. Okay, that's fine. Not going to take that away from anyone. So what I would change is that Mark 1 weapons go to where they have gone. They go out of the usual circuit of things, but here's what I would do with them. When you purchase a Mark 1 weapon, you get it fully leveled up. But 0 mastery. All of that mastery that comes from Mark 1 weapons gets put into the early game quests. All of it. So when you complete Once Away, you complete what do you call it? You complete Voxelaris. You complete any of those early quests. Those give you the mastery. Because it's kind of weird that quests don't give any kind of account level progression, to be honest. So you'd still then be able to purchase the Mark 1 weapons. They would be immediately ready to go because they are downgraded tutorial items. You don't need to master the tutorial items, you just have the tutorial item and you can just go ahead, pick it up, and use it. And then when you're done using it, you go on and source something else. It gives you instant max capacity, so you can try out putting those mods in straight away, but otherwise they could just sit to the side. It's not a required leveling, and certainly for newer players, leveling up items is much more of a process. So this just still seems so weird to me. And as Byte's pointing out, they also take up weapon slots. So yeah. It takes up a weapon slot, it needs leveling up, it's required for getting mastery, it's a form of early easy mastery. It's just... Of all the decisions that could be made of directing players on various ways, this is not the one I'd go with. This is absolutely not the one I'd go with. Mark 1 weapons should be a relic of the past more than anything, but because some people are attached to them, because there's mastery attached to it, they need properly addressing. And that's where I'd go about it. Templar saying, leveling is a process that is part of learning in a way. Okay, how does that have anything to do with keeping in Mark 1 weapons, which are objective downgrades from tutorial items? I feel like I'm not communicating this bit strongly enough. Every possible justification that can be given for leveling and using Mark 1 weapons can also be applied to not Mark 1 weapons. And zero justification can be given for saying, hey, congratulations on leveling your tutorial items, please go and pick up something worse now. Please explain that bit to me. Of all of the infinite options, we end up with the one where we teach new players, go get worse shit. This is somehow important. Calling them tutorial weapons, they're not actually present in the tutorial anymore? Now I'm confused what you're saying about. I'm referring to the tutorial weapons that are in the tutorial now. That replace the Mark 1s. Maybe get the Boltor BP or something? I think you get given the Boltor now, don't you? I'm not sure where it is, but I think you get given it. Yeah, you get given the Boltor here, on the Mercury Junction. But again, there are other bits and pieces. It could just be to pick up a weapon from there. It could be that it's still purchase the Mark 1 weapon, but point out that it's a tutorial item, although to be honest, why they're removing tutorial in the first place just seems weird. There are lots of things they could do. They could just maybe not do that entirely. There are other things they can do, but they went with the Mark 1 weapon. It's just... as an entire relic, it's just wrong. You want them to explain the shop because it's confusing to new players? They make you buy the single completed weapon? Yeah, that's a good point actually, yeah. If it's supposed to teach players anything, it teaches them, here, you can get a fully built weapon for credits. But only a few of them. Which is also more than just the Mark 1s, if I recall correctly, actually. Here we go. Weapons. No filters. So let's see. Oh, this is going to be a little bit... Yeah, here we are. Look at this. Acolyto. Acolyto is also credits. It's Mastery 3, sure. But it is also just a credit purchase to just get the weapon. Like, so, it's not even, oh, but we wanted something they could just get straight away. Granted, this is Mastery 3, but, like, it shows that there are other weapons they're happy to just sell for credits. I don't have a filter for just creditables, do I? I have to mouse over them because I own so many of these. Bratton, but you can get that in the tutorial. Burston. Do you get the Burston from any of the junctions? Nope, that's Furus. This we already saw as Boltor, so that's a no. And just checking, it's not like directed us to the Burston so far. No, it definitely isn't there. That was the Rhino stuff. And then we're already here. So no. This could be Burston. There we are. D, I fixed it for you. Mark 1 weapons don't need to be part of the process, and the Burston, a non-Mark 1 weapon, a distinct weapon, is available right there. Change this one to credits. Your best guess is it might teach them about MR fodder? I mean, cynical, but yeah. UI for junctions a lot cleaner? Yes, it is. On that side, yes. Junction info for Sarah's. So this is complete the weekly treasure hunt. Love that. Fill Niacin sculpture with Argent stars. Love it. Can we remove the MR lock on filling it automatically? Trade it in. Makes sense. Walk them through the process. Pledge to a syndicate. Makes perfect sense. All of this is good. You get a universal medallion for pledging to a syndicate. Honestly, I like that. That is kind of fitting. Also, this gives you an amber star, which is great for filling the sculpture. So I like that as well. This one is a good one. I really like this junction. God damn it, the fucking hitbox. Or, wait, no, hang on. Oh no, there isn't a Of course. There isn't a junction here, Ken. Deimos doesn't have a junction. Silly me. There is a junction to the dead end, but there's not a junction to... Alright. Sure. Could maybe sort that around. But Phobos also starts in junction. Refine a void relic. Yep. Open relics. Makes sense. Kill with headshots. Yep. Visit Maru's Bazaar on Mars. Okay, that's alright. You know, maybe these two bottom ones could be swapped so that Sarah's is entirely a Maru thing, but you know, that's fine. That's fine. Deimos' quest instead. I don't think Deimos' quest. I don't think it is. There's Heart of Deimos for dealing with Cambion Drift and whatnot, but I think you can just access Deimos once you get to Mars. I distinctly remember that with Dan, to the point that you don't even need to have completed the Arkwing quest, despite the opener to the Heart of Deimos quest showing you in an Arkwing. Yeah, that's the thing. Then over to Jupiter. Jupiter has complete quest Heart of Deimos, makes sense. Get 1 kill while wall dashing or wall latching. Sure, why not? Complete the advanced movement tutorial in the Codex. The what? Sorry, the what? I don't remember this in the slightest. I have zero memory of this at the moment. Hold on. Why? That's not necessary, please.
So too must the Tenno evolve. I will teach you a new art of movement and forever change how you
was this...
the field of battle.
Was this in Duviri Paradox? Or... Hold on, I'm just gonna... Okay, this is a nifty little thing. Oopsies, I screwed it up. I wasn't paying attention. Wall latch timed, hold near wall. Okay. Oh, I need to hold it to make the platform. My bad. I am doing this pretty rubbish, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna skip the zip wires, thanks. Huh. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. So that's just all there. Not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. Alright. Oh god, so yeah, and if I just if I click that, alright, I don't know if it'll work for other people, but having done it, I definitely can't click through. Hint, the advanced movement tutorial can be found in the Codex's training tab, so there's at least that, but yeah. It's not 30 platinum. It's not worth 30 platinum. And then upgrade a redirection mod to rank 5. Fair enough, you're guaranteed to have it, unless you stupidly sold it. They're easy to get hold of, so that's fine as well. I'm alright with that. Is Chef an advanced modding tutorial? Yeah, so about that, I can think back on a lot of things people said last time modding came up and, oh, it should be better towards, and the points people were raising, that would get very advanced very quick. So, completed. Learn how to perform synthesis from Cephalon Samaras, fair enough. Visit a dojo. Start building one former in the foundry, interesting. And complete a 9-man mission. Okay, yeah, that's all fine, that's all Europa. Saturn. Quest. Codex scanner. Fully scan the same enemy type to add it to the codex, okay. And dissolve some mods. Yeah, that's all fine. No concerns there. We then have to Uranus, defeat Sargus Rook, standard stuff, kill 10 enemies with a heavy melee attack. Cool. 20-minute survival. Transmuter mod. One of these is not like the other. That is... I mean, fair enough, you know, fair enough. Just, whew, alright. Hint, survival is an endless mission type that increases both difficulty and rewards over time. Earn rewards every 5 minutes on a rotating drop table, for every 20 minutes offering a chance of the best rewards. Okay, I see the point there. I see why. One, it's hidden under the hint. Shouldn't that be 12 minutes now? No, that would be 12 ways of defense you're thinking of. The level doesn't scale that hard, Smolson. 20 minutes is fine. So, I get why this is here, but the hint doesn't actually tell you enough as to what's going on, and someone just looking at this, they're not going to look for a hint on how to complete the challenge, so they're also not going to see the reasoning very easily, I'd say. Yeah. Mod transmutation allows players to combine 4 unranked mods for a chance at a rare mod. Transmute extra mods via the mod menu in the orbiter. Okay, curious framing is a chance at a rare mod. Curious framing. I'm not fully against that, it's just curious framing, to be honest. But this one here just sticks out to me. Yeah. I'm trying to think, how would I want it different? Reelid, thank you very much for the 45-month resub. That is a huge amount of resub right there. Much appreciated, and good evening to you as well. Cheers. I think if I were to change this any which way, I think what I'd change it to is get a rotation B reward from any mission. That's what I'd make it, and then the hint would be endless missions can provide you with different rewards depending on how long you've gone through that mission. And it put excavation on the 3rd excavator, survival at 15 minutes, defense on wave 9. What's the others? Disruption on defending all 4 conduits in the 1st round. Something to that effect. Maybe they don't want to talk about rotation A, B, and C because maybe it comes across a little bit too out-of-universe metagame. But then they're also still kind of pointing people towards understanding the drop tables. It says, earn rewards every 5 minutes on a rotating drop table. Wouldn't spy count for that despite not being endless? Good point. It would need to say, earn rotation B from an endless mission then. Yeah. And I'd aim specifically at rotation B, because of the whole 20 minutes is quite an ask at this point. If someone wants to do a 20-minute survival mission, they can. But broadening it out to any endless rotation B allows someone to pick. and just enjoy what they enjoy, whilst pointing out that there's more than just survival for it, whilst making it clear what the whole lesson is. So yeah, just that one seems like a weird stick in the rest of it. Complete a quest, fair enough. Defeat this boss, fair enough. Complete a mission on Uranus with only a melee weapon equipped. Bit of an oddity, but that's been there for ages, so it's fair enough. Complete a rescue mission at Caliban, so just do a mission. Do a mission you were going to do anyway. Yeah. Where even is Caliban? Yeah, it's not even that far off the path. You literally just go from the node you started at down one. So, I guess. Yeah. Small to say, if you do it online, I see it not be a problem. Not sure what you're saying there, Smolson, sorry. Alright, over to the next one. What have they got over here? So it's complete the quest secondary, fair enough. Defeat the Hyena pack, fair enough. Equip the Arcwing launcher in the gear wheel, fair enough. Play the same invasion mission 3 times in support of a single faction. Honestly, fair enough. And there we've got 6 waves of defense at Stofflalua in a single mission. If nothing else, I think that's there to get you to see that it drops down and go, oh, different. Equip a focus lens, this weird callback to Deimos, and then completes the quest. Yep. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, if you do it open to all, if you do a public squad, you might get other people joining you for said survival, and it might make it easier to get to 20 minutes. Sure. That said, people aren't being directed to the same node, are they? Oh yeah, no, they are going to the same node. Yeah, it wasn't just any survival, it was that particular one. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so that reduces one of the concerns. There's going to be more people to it, but still. Anything else exciting in this update besides new class? New weapons, new Incarnon, new Duviri story, new lore that's going to be hidden around on those little platelet thingamajigs to find. Changes to junctions, changes all over the rest of the patch notes. Quite a bit. I haven't fully read through the patch notes as yet. So yeah, Rising Tide, that's fine. Railjack mission, Cyberstrape, fine. 5 Omphalists on the Plains of Idle on Earth. Bit weird, but fine. Defeat the Ambulance. Weird that it's on Errors to Sedna rather than on Pluto, but sure, why not? Why not? Also, as we know from the Dan series, this is skippable. You just need to complete the node. You don't actually have to fight that boss. Fun fact. New Incarnon? Yes, new Incarnon. I feel like the ones without a junction should look different to the ones with a junction. Because at a glance here, first of all, Phobos is cut off over here. So, mildly annoying. I guess it wouldn't be cut off if you haven't already unlocked Duviri and Railjack. Which is fair enough, I guess. But still, just the positioning of it. Maybe it needs to come down just a little bit to here. But the fact that this junction and this junction look identical to this not junction, that's something gotta change. Will they be darkened with a lock icon? Oh, fair enough. No. Yeah, that's valid. They are unlocked for me, so they look the same, I guess. That's fair enough. A new player would see them differently. Cool, that's fine then. There are a few sticking points in there, a few bits which just kind of leave me going, huh? The Mark 1 weapons I will continue to be baffled by as a thing. Continue. But yeah, it's all good. I think I probably still need to do at least another run for Oraxia. Let's just double check on that. I think I'd need another. Or at the very least, I'm going to need the Tasoma. And Argon Crystal. Just double check, still stabbed? Yeah, still absolutely pin-cushioned. That's what you get.
Such a wretched place.
Curious. Look at us.
What do you do in the Araxia game mode? Is it just circuit? No, the Araxia node that's popped up is Lone Story, but for a specific Araxia experience. So it's a sick spiral, if you will.
Everything you see has been painstakingly.
Alright, let's see. So, Scuttle Husks. I actually have enough to grab all the blueprints. That's good. So I just need the Soma and Argon. Oh, sweet.
Will that be all?
That's actually really easy.
Interesting. Let's see what happens.
There we go. In which case, what I want to do is go in normal mode, do your experience to go get the Soma. Cheers, Smolson. Oops, didn't mean to shoot the wall. Alright, I don't really care about this. Let's see if I can roll for the extra resources. Poop. Oh well. Alright. Yep, I made my choice. I don't know what my choice is, but I don't actually care. I am here for the resources.
Of Deviri was nicknamed the Prince of Fire, a mocking title, for he
The
ruled
Soma.
nothing, least of all himself.
So, how much do I currently have?
Drifting among the
35 own, I need 75. So with that 4, I'm going to need another
manic little imp.
36. It'll be 40 in the mission screen at the end.
If you're not a complete idiot, you'll see that we should help one another.
Not interested in helping you today. Sorry, mate. 40 factorial? God, I hope I don't need that much. Is there enough to Soma in the entire LE? God damn it, can we stop sharing a brain cell, please? God damn it. How many times does that happen? Why do you and I have exactly the same humour? This is concerning. Oh dear, 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 dear. Alright. I've completely forgotten where all the good caves are for this stuff. I'm just going to wander along next to a wall and hope I find one. Not like that. Not like that, either. Oh god, that's not what I need. That is a vertical hole. I need a horizontal hole.
Okay.
That just looked weird. Did I happen to roll double plants? I did not, sadly. I rolled double melee. Which is not the doubling I was looking for, but it's a doubling I can utilize. Yeah, I know I could go and grab decrees until I eventually get the double plants one. I don't really want to do that either. So, whether it's quicker or not, can't say. Especially as individual experience will trump RNG every time. It would help if I remembered where the caves were, though. That would help more than anything else right now. There's got to be some caves over here. Oops. There we go. To Soma. Oh, the raffle command still mentions double draw. My bad. I will need to fix that. That was on Sunday. We've had that one now. We had our 2 winners. Both have claimed it. So yeah, let me quickly fix that one. We still have our usual platinum giveaway. We still have the hype bonus raffles as well. So if we hit any level of hype train, then for each level we hit, I'll be doing an extra giveaway. But that only happens if we hit those hype trains. There we go. Oh, I have accidentally started a mission. Ah! No! No, 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 no. That was not what I was looking for. I am here for Tasoma, not whatever this is. Damn it. Oh, shit. Yeah. At least those are nice and easy to find. Nope, still not finding the thing I need. Darn it. And that was that very short cave. I didn't shoot it. You saw nothing. Yeah, there is a whole load of buttkis over there. Okay. Come on, where are the good caves? I know there are good caves, I just completely forgot where they all are. Does this area down here count as cave? Is there Tasoma here by chance? Yeah, it was a forlorn hope. That is not a cave, that is a bridge. Doing well. Cave. Johnson. Here. I might be slightly losing it. Is this going to lead me to Tasoma? Surely, surely there's going to be some Tasoma down here. I don't want to say the world hates me. Aha! There we go. Because the world does not in fact hate me. There is Tasoma. I was not concerned in the slightest. Don't know what you're about. We saw the one piece though, which is a little bit disheartening. This really is the worst of the resources to find and farm. At least when it comes to Duviri. Okay, I saw things spawn there. None of them what I want. Is this is where I just went in. Let's not repeat what I've just done. That would be silly. There's a few caves? Yeah, where is the desert again? It's down this way, right? No, wait. This way. Not sure why I'm out here. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. This is definitely not a good spot. Okay, over here. Yeah, it's gotta be some over here. Look at all this enclosed space. It's gotta be great for it. Right? Somewhere? Please? Oh, Lords above. There we go. I don't think that's going to help me, but it was a button I could press. Being on a horse gives you loot radar? It does. Like telling me there's loot under me, how dare. That is not helpful right now, I suppose. Unless there is an easy way in. Oh, there. On the horse with a loot radar.
Oh, Keith.
Aha! Loot radar for the win, it found me that one. And this one. Sweet. Skipping all of that distraction. Do not want, do not need. Shall not have.
Easy, Keith.
This is all on my level with me, which means it's not underground, which means I don't want it. There is stuff underground here. Here's the entrance. Nearby? Is it down here? Nope, no entrance there. So, this way? Nope, 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 nope. What did I detect then?
Only fire melted stone. Oh, how people's wrath would...
It's above me now. No, that's different resources. Yeah, I wanted the ones, not this one. Never mind. Whatever I thought I saw, I didn't see. All right, Pumpkin, you take care. Have a good one. There's stuff right below me, right below Custos Arch. Well, that's ominous. Aha! No, this is not the spot I saw. But it might have something I need. Yes, there we go. But this is not the spot I saw. What spot was I seeing? Under here is stuff. Where is there? This is really confusing. I do not like being confused like this. Nope, don't care. Get caught, mate. Not here for you. This straight up isn't an area. What? This is perplexing. I've just been here. There is nothing here. I am so confused. There's this drop down here, but we came through this, didn't we? Unless... Oh, hang on. There was a hidden tunnel. There we go. Found it. Nope. Nope.
Come on now.
Okay. That was not worth my time. Me ignoring that anecdote isn't going to lose me the entire run, is it? At least now I know it's there, until the next time I forget. Alright, cave. Was caves. Have I been to that one? I don't think I have. No, I have not been through here yet.
I hear Vane whisper sometimes.
Come on. Don't be shy. You can give me to Soma.
Oh.
There's not any in there, is there? It is. Oh god, how do I open this? No. Oh, frick, I've forgotten. Is it? Do I have to grab these? Does these open it? Screech at someone else. Oh, it's a Thrax statues. Oh, for God's sake. Alright. Yep. Let's go find the statues and point them at this spot. The statue 1 should be up over here, if I recall correctly. Is it these? No, I don't think it wasn't these, was it? No, it's smaller things than that. You're saying it wrong, kid. There it is. So that needs to be pointing over that way. And then there's one down this way. Right? I'll find them. Might take me a moment. But there we are. That's the next one. We need that to just point inwards. That should only be a 2-turn needed. And then one more somewhere.
Oh, Keith.
Where is it? Don't mind me, just running through. Okay, so I've missed it. Where was it? So I found the one that was over here. Somewhere. Where would the third one be?
Let's go.
Check all the way around. I clearly don't remember it, so let's just check around. No, this is the one I did, because that's pointing in. Let's carefully check this area. There! That should have it. Now where is it? That is here. There we go. Oh, for goodness sake. Huzzah! Where's my Tasoma? Don't tell me it despawn. Right then. Wow. That fills me with anger? Yeah, anger. Anger is definitely the one. There's some more of this fecking stuff together. So I've been all around that area. I think I've been up around that area. I've come across here. There's got to be some caves around King's Palace.
Let's go.
I think I shot it and then went to go find the way in, and by the time I got back, either it timed out or I got too far away from the resource. Either which way, the resourcent. It has left this immortal coil. Its spiral has ended, its story concluded, the chapter closed in its book. How dare. Come on. Cave. There'll be a cave around here. I'm sure there's a cave. I just can't remember any of the details because my god did I not want to come back to Doofu anytime soon. And this is part of why.
Oh no.
Come on. I don't want to have to open up a wiki for all this bloody info. Yeah, I know I probably passed it earlier, I just didn't see it. Because everything looks so goddamn hard to discern.
Go, go.
Where is it? The flying fuck is it? There's one. Alright. The Solma. And again, I've gone off the horse for no good reason. Oi! I was using that! You little belligerent... Ugh, I haven't even got the words for it as safe stream. Oh, can you just come here and perish, please? Oh, that worked. Nope. Okay. The visuals get better when you do a few stages. Maybe, but I'm not going to go through the process of that just to try and help with supposedly finding a cave. I just want my Tasoma. And that got me to 40. There we are. Okay, so now I just need to go fishing somewhere. And then we're good. Fishing or any objective is fine. Something that gives me a degree. This will give me a degree. Do I remember how to do this? I need XCS. Okay. Empty. This could be a process. Give me that, thank you. Ow. That's one of them. Where are the others? I see, this one's a shy one. There we go. 2 down, 1 to go. Where is that one? Got the weird bush. There we are, thank you. Just need to pop it into the correct spot, which I'm gonna guess is that. It's another shy one. Ta-da! There we go. Now, I do need to pick up another decree if I wanted to keep the resources from the hutch, but I don't care about the hutch resources. So let's confirm our decree and depart. Oh. One last thing to do before we build it. Grendel? I literally haven't even used Grendel today. What the hell was that? Alright then. What I need to do now is Go in here. We grab Eureli. We set Eureli to loot and scoot. And equip a more appropriate weapon. Oh, yeah, I didn't pick my gear, did I, Ellie? Yeah, that's what happened. Fair shout, fair shout. Alright, we're going to run this through, get the building on those Araxia parts, and then that's where we'll be wrapping up on that. Reminding y'all, we have got the plat raffle we'll be doing at the end of the stream in just a moment, so make sure you have got that going. Grab your ticket for it. Anyone can enter. We do still have the opportunity for hype bonus giveaways as well, if there are any other resubs awaiting in the wings. Or new subs, both around. Anything that just does a hype train, you know. Grab this guy here. There's a gal, but doesn't matter. I'm leveling up the Barcon Furious, yay! I realise I don't have my companion, so I have no loot radar. This is a problem. Oops. What's a hype bonus giveaway? Exclamation mark HBG for hype bonus giveaway. In a nutshell, whenever we hit and complete any level of hype train, for every level, I do a giveaway. So if we hit a level 5 hype train, that's 5 giveaways. These giveaways can include boosters, it can include Omniformer bundles, it can include a legendary core. It's a mix of items, and it is a bonus completely separate from the ticketed giveaways. It's done in the moment that the hype train finishes. Or immediately after it finishes, I should say. So yeah, big damn deal for those who are on the stream when it happens.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Well, I appear to have not found Argons on this run. I'm going to equip a companion to make it far easier to see where everything is at. It was not my intention to come in without a companion. I just forgot that I de-equipped it. Yo, Mirrorly! Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs out to the community there. It's gone on over to, let's grab these names here, Maydiva, to Gonza Emerio, to Helmol, to King Crack, and to Crazy Mac.
Smile.
Really, thank you. And Mirrorly putting a 6 sub on that with their own 20 months there. Mirrorly, double thank you very much. Cheers. Those of you who just got a sub there, if you are around, make sure you do thank Mirrorly for that. It's very generous of them. And we have an inbox message. Heard you need an Argon Crystal. Not like this. God damn it. God damn it. No. Now, you see, Mirrorlabe can only contribute to one part of the hype train. See, all of Mirrorlabe's contributions... Oh, I can't place any more eggs. I'm free! I'm free from the eggs! I can't put any more of them in the pile. I'm free. No more egging. The game said no. But yeah, Mirrorlabe can't single-handedly set off a hype train. However, if a hype train is set off within a few minutes of Mirrorlabe's gifts there, then all of those gifts do contribute to this scale of the hype train. Do boosters help with the farm of Araxia, coins, or the event? The rewards that you get from stages like that usually aren't affected by boosters, so I'm going to guess no. I've also picked up an odd number myself, and I usually have all boosters active, which I currently do. So, yeah, I'm fairly certain there's no effect there. Yo! Stronghammer! Thank you very much for gifting us up out to the community. That's gone straight out to Witherfire. Thank you very much for that. That's your very first gifted sub in the channel, and it is much appreciated. Cheers indeed for that. You've also set up a timer. It shows we are a few minutes away from a potential hype train. And we all know that streamers are legally not allowed to end their stream during a hype train. That's just a fact. If a streamer ever intentionally ends their stream during a hype train, they basically just get banned there and then. Definitely true, 100%. Totes. Eidmung, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome into the channel proper. Enjoy a lovely blue badge. Your remotes, your access to the supporter Tea Lounge over on the Discord, and no more ads for you as well. And with that, a hype train hath started. Level 2 is already complete. We're on to level 3. So when that hype train concludes, there are a minimum of 2 bonus giveaways going to be conducted alongside the 75 plat giveaway. Would you look at that? That is amazing, and that only happens from the generosity of you lot here in the community, so thank you very much for that. Am I going to find some more Argons? And by more I mean a singular Argon spawn. Oh, that's all I need. I've got a booster. Just kind of need it to happen. Kelton, thank you for the bit. Just a small FYI for you, Kelton, in case you are intending to get the hype train rewards, like the emotes. I think it requires you to do 100 bits for the 100 bits total to get the emotes. If that's not your goal, then that's fine. Just making sure you're aware as to how that works. Damn it, I saw a green picker, but it was control modules. No, where are my Argon crystals? God dang it. God dang it. I'm going to double back and double check. I want to make sure. Yo, Smolson, thank you very much for gifting a sub out to community. That is also Smolson's first ever gifted sub. Thank you very much for that there, Smolson. And that's gone out to Dominus Nox. Dominus, make sure you do thank Smolson for that very generous gift. First ever gifted? It is indeed. Thank you very much for that. That has put us halfway through now level 3 hype train. I think we're like 2 subs away from completing that. I think it should say, if you click onto it, it should tell you exactly. I am currently looking for Argon crystals. Oh, that's your first ever gifted sub. Well, doubly so. Thank you very much then. And we've got Eliu joining in, gifting a sub directly to Esprit Null. Eliu, thank you very much for the direct gift to Esprit there. Don't know if Esprit's around at the moment to say thanks on that, but all the same, Esprit, if you are, do make sure on that. Stuff in here. Come on. Here, man. I don't usually have this much trouble. And we have another from Moon. Moon's gifted a sub over to Insomniac Gaming Theatre as a community gift right there. Much appreciated, Moon, as well. That is your 3rd ever, it says. And that has also completed the 3rd level of this hype train. 3 and 3. Look at that. You gonna pester Esprit on Saturday? Fed. So that has now completed level 3 hype train. We're going to have 3 giveaways once that train leaves the station. I believe that is the terminology they use. Is there an Argon crystal in here? No, no, no. God damn it. Ugh. We know from Kaya that this is where all the Argon crystals come. When they evaporate, they just come back to the void. Where are they? Sorry, I'm just going to run again. I'm just gonna run it again. This one's not paying out. Scoot into there. Alright.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
So it looks like, yep, now we're on to level 4. It says that 5 subs now will put us through to level 5. Excuse me. Ugh. Yep. So it's 5 more subs will get us there. It's all up to you lot. And there's no requirement to do so. It is entirely if you just appreciate the stream in that way. Was the Dominus Rex begin again? Yeah, I do seem to be in a bit of a loop, don't I? What is this? Don't be an egg, please. Pretend it's a spiders. Alright, sure. Thank you, Zom, for the definitely a spider egg. Much appreciated. There was a lot of spiders on the bushes in my garden today, good lord. going through the garden. It was a little bit like... Arkbeard8814, thank you very much for the prime there. Gotta say, I see what you've done there. Not a fan. Otherwise, thank you very much for the prime sub.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
And hydrate? Oh, sure. Hydrate as well. Thank you, Eleanor. And just one quick thing before I go on this. There we go. Next question, how we use the argon when building stuff, and no matter what we do, it evaporates back. I imagine as a catalyst. So it enables construction. Argon, there it is. It enables construction, even if we don't get to keep the material itself. It's what makes the cooking happen. There we go. Now I've got the argon, and because resource boost, I got 4 instead of 2. I was only looking for 2. Damn, alright. Overachieve all of a sudden. That's how it always goes. Let's go finish this mission.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part
That was a
is done here.
very bright slam that particular time. Don't know why. Like a catalyst, perhaps? Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. Like a catalyst. I completely forgot that I had Loyal Marilina as my augment, but it's fine. Let's see, exit is over this way. And there we are.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Very, very good. We've got the argon crystals. Let's slam that straight into the foundry now. Okay. Oraxia. Chassis. Building. Neuroptics. Building. Systems. Building. All just like that. I say just like that. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I will say it doesn't feel like the shortest of farms. Even if you already have the materials, which itself is a process, it doesn't feel like the shortest of farms there, does it? Alright, is that hype train having completed? Yes, indeed. Level 3 hype train complete. Was it? Yeah. Because it was 22% of the way through level 4. That's what it was. Yeah. Not the shortest due to the amount of possible drops. It's not just the amount of possible drops, it's also the time taken per run. Because I got lucky that I got an Araxia blueprint on the first drop. But even then, there was still, like, what, 20 to 30 minute runs each time? So, if you do... Even if you're doing them in 20-minute runs, 20-minute runs, at minimum then, to get all 4 pieces, that's going to be, what? Well, the 4 runs. So that is 80 minutes? 80 minutes for the shortest time? Yikes. Captain Bullbeard, thank you very much for the subscription there. Welcome on in at tier 1. You got that lovely blue sub badge, and all the other bits and pieces go along with that. All in one package. Thank you very much for that. Cheers. Okay, it's about time we do some giveaways then. Let's start with rolling up what we're going to have with those hype bonus giveaways. We've got 3 of them to do. So the first one is going to be for 6 weapon slots. Considering we got brand new weapons, that is perfectly timed. 6 weapon slots. So let's get that set up for whoever is looking to grab themselves some free weapon slots. 6 weapon slots. So it's going to be 3 pairs of them. Let's start this giveaway up. You've got 1 minute to enter. All you need to do is type !hype me in the chat. !hype me in the chat. Any other command won't work. It's not slots. It is just that. I'm going to put this up onto screen whilst that runs. That should load in 3, 2, 1. There it is. I'm slightly in the way of it. Why am I slightly in the way of it? I'm not normally slightly in the way of it, am I? Let's just move that over a bit. Boop. There we are. Now it works. There we are. All these people joining on in. There's only 30 seconds left on grabbing that. Grabbing that? What are the even words today? Wow. Is it case sensitive? It's not case sensitive, no. So it doesn't matter if you type exclamation mark hype me with or without the exclamation mark. Sorry, without the capitals. You do need the exclamation mark. The bot will definitely tell you off if you try to enter more than once. It's picking up all your names. Don't you worry about that. We're not that busy of a stream that the bot can't keep up. It's fine. And there we go. Our winner has been declared for this first giveaway. It is Mac Grover. Mac Grover has hit through a claim as well. Excellent. So Mac Grover, you've just received a DM from my account there. So if you could just respond to that, as it says with your Warframe username and platform, I'll be able to send those 6 weapon slots over to you. Those are earned for you right now. And I can already see we got the details there. Excellent. I'm going to do the actual delivery off stream once we got all the giveaways sorted out, just because we got a few of them at once. All right, let's see. For our next giveaway, this will be an Exilus adapter set ×2. So, just to be very clear on that, because it's a bit of a mouthful, an Exilus adapter set, if I go Exilus, you're both weapon adapter and Warframe adapter. So we 2 of each of these. Both Exilus adapters, 2 of each in the next one. Can't see it? Yeah, I'm really smart about that, aren't I? I left that on screen. There we go. Sorry, my bad. So 2 of these, all in one giveaway. That'll be starting up in just a moment. Let's get that up on screen here. So we'll go for Exilus adapter sets. And it started. Alright. People racing in for that. Understandable. That is a bundle of adapters right there. Certainly saves you on a lot of platinum. Saves you on the upgrading process. I'm going to put that back on screen because I keep forgetting to put that back. Still getting used to this process. So all those names rolling on in. I see you there, Mac. You're allowed to join in again. There's nothing against it, but I do see you there. Hoping for a second. You're reading hippime as a single word and it's bugging you? Yeah. Or hippime. It's a hippime. And our winner in 10 seconds time. Only a few more seconds left on that. Last chance to grab it. It's Heroic Vanguard. Heroic Vanguard. You are the winner on this one. Type exclamation mark claim in chat. Let's make sure you get that. Heroic Vanguard. There they are. Wonderful. So Heroic, you'll also get the DM from me. Yep, I can see that's gone through for you there. So just reply to that with the details. We'll be able to get that on over to you. And let's do one more roll. This is going to be for 3 Orokin reactors. I mean, that... You don't need me to open up the market and show you what an Orokin reactor is. You know what an Orokin reactor is. So again, with the brand new frame, and you can just shove it onto any companions you're looking to upgrade as well. 3 Orokin reactors. Not Orokin cells, Orokin reactors. Let's, boom, start that giveaway. Exclamation mark, hype me in the chat for a chance to win that. Is that for weapon or Warframe? So Orokin reactors are for Warframe. Catalyst are for weapons. So you can put it on Araxia, you can put it onto any of your companions, you can put it onto your Archwings, you can put it onto your Necromech. Orokin Reactor is the white one. Whereas Catalyst is the blue one. Give you all a moment on that there. Mods going for a try at it. I see you. I see you. How many mods we are trying to get? Aegir, the very first name in, followed by Kelson, followed by Moon. Alright, we got some very awake people there. I see you. I see y'all. You're trying to prove it's not rigged? Sure. Let's see. To be fair, mods never win. codes, yeah. Winner is Male Jade. Male Jade, congratulations, you're the winner on that one. I just need to put exclamation mark claim in the chat. Confirm that it's definitely yours. Make sure you've not gone sprinting away from the stream. I shouldn't imagine so that quick. And there it is. Male Jade has claimed that as well, which has also triggered the bot to send you the DM here on Twitch. I just need you to reply to that with your Warframe username platform, the details that you can see in that there. Heroic Vanguard, make sure you do send yours through as well. I can't give it to you if you don't send it through. I need to know where I'm sending it. So Heroic Vanguard, make sure you definitely do respond to that DM there. I'm gonna see, can I just grab... Just make sure you haven't said you couldn't. Nope, there's been no messages, so yep. I guess you just double check it on your deets. That's fine. As long as you send it eventually today, we're all good. Alright then, and now, last of them all, we've done the 3 height bonus giveaways. It's time for a platinum giveaway. We've got a 75 plat giveaway to do. You were in a mission? That's fine, Heroic. That's absolutely fine. I just wanted to make sure you didn't just, like, assume it had finished and there's nothing left to do. So we're all good. Let's do the 75 plat giveaway. If you've not already grabbed the ticket for that, exclamation mark ticket in the chat. I'll do the draw for that in just a moment. Give you all one last chance to grab that ticket there. We've currently got, let's see here, 57 tickets in with a chance to win it. Make that 58. Screaming Pirates arrived. Jozu for 59. I don't like this. Oh, it cuts it off there. Let me guess. I don't like this game? No, no, it's not cut off. It is just I don't like this cheat. Fair enough then. I thought your username was cut off. Turns out that is the end of it. Alright. Balderborg, we've got the Maze Walker, Zlatan's joined in, Ed Master Flash joining in. Last chance to grab those tickets, y'all. Let's just close off the bonus one. That's all done. I'm in the process of building an alternative interface for that, but that's going to take me a while. That is definitely going to take me a while, especially as I'm not putting any time into it during what I consider work time, just because I want to focus on the videos during work time or streams. That thing is ancillary, so I don't count it as work. Alright. 3, 2, 1. That's all the tickets we're going to take for the Platinum giveaway. It's been running for 3.5 hours, so if you've not grabbed a ticket at this point, well, you'll just have to grab it on the next one, won't you? Alright then, let's have a look. Out of those 70 people, only one person can win the Platinum today. That person is Strong Hammer Zero. Strong Hammer Zero, would you? Look at that. That one is yours. I believe that was one of our first-time gifters, in fact. Would you? Look at that. Perfect way that comes together. Strong Hammer Zero. Congratulations on winning the Platinum Raffle. I'll be sending you a message shortly after the end of this stream to get hold of your Warframe username, platform, and if you have cross-save turned on or not. All the details in how that plat gets into your account will be in that message. But otherwise, everyone else, that is the end of all those giveaways. I think it's about time we raid on out of here now to another part of the Warframe community. Who can we say hi to today? That is the eternal question. Every single stream where we raid on out. Let's see, where can we raid to? Warframe category. Maybe the review content. You're absolutely welcome, Seismic. Thank you very much for joining me on this as well. Much appreciated. Let's see. We have got the chance of going over to... I see there is a Aztec Cross live. There's a Brozine live, a Gaz live. I'll be honest, I've heard of Aztec Cross, but I don't think I've ever been to one of their streams. So let's see what it's like. It seems like the smartest way of finding out. Let's raid on in and see what they're all about, I suppose. Raid is up. There we go. Just a heads up, it looks like this one is a follower or subscriber only chat. Yeah, it's a follower only chat. So if you do want to chat with them, you may need to hit that follow button. It's up to you if you want to do that or not. But just giving you the fair warning, it looks like there is that restriction on that channel because they are a bit of a busier one, I guess. But that's all from me today. I will be live again on Friday with some more not Warframe, and otherwise we'll be back on Sunday with Warframe itself. In the meantime, have a good rest of your week. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, Ellie. Bye!